Okay, so Grand Moff Barrand?
Barrand, yes.
Barrand. We are interested in a ship, maybe some down the line. How did you come to have these in your possession?
Well,
So, 30 years ago, when the Empire was defeated, the ensuing power vacuum left a surplus that we couldn't sell. These came from Endor. Look at them!
excuse my assistant, she's very loud. Are you the one they call Arrows?
Arrows.
Yes.
Yep. I'm here on behalf of a client. They are Pykes. I'm sure you've already been told.
Yes, I've heard of the Pike.
And we are looking for a ship to purchase from you.
The imperial interceptors, am I correct on that?
Correct.
Just
yes.
one ship? Multiple?
You can stay in the back, dear. Thank you. She was the last recruit after the
I'm a
Endor
lieutenant!
incident. She was one of the last recruits after Endor. Not the brightest. I think she was from another Grand Moff family.
I think I pretty well summed up the situation with the interceptors, so we're all on the same page. We have many to sell.
Yes, can you inspect those interceptors over there in the back, please?
Well, this one looks terrible.
Yes. Let's not look at those ones to sell them.
My goodness, who would buy this one?
Because it's not an interceptor.
Yeah, I mean, it says right here that's what it is. But it looks like it's falling apart as soon as you,
It's a different alien language.
I mean, if you were to start this up and try to use it more than once, it would just break down.
You know what? We should negotiate without her in the area, shall we?
Oh, I don't know. I kind of like her.
I know you
Really
do.
selling the ships for me.
Is
Except
she?
that one.
Well, of course, that one is not... It's not...
Oh, this one's even worse. Oh, my goodness. How could we...
These are display ships.
Did we
They
get
are
these
not
ones
actual
built these
working
ones?
ships. I have told you this 50
They're
times.
tiny
They are
little
not
fingers.
working
And then
ships.
the logs? I don't understand.
So
I will actually show you the real ships. Thank
my
you.
client
Mm-hmm.
may, in the future, want to buy more than one. But for now, we are just
Well,
interested
I'm going
in
to
the
show
one.
the better one of the products, not the display items, and hopefully they will give a appropriate a price.
I think this one is old AT-ATs slapped together.
I don't care if you're nervous. He doesn't make in-person meetings very often.
And how are you not nervous about this?
The point is to appear not nervous.
I will do my best. But I've never been in his presence before. What should I expect?
He will expect you to listen and to carry out his will.
That's acceptable. I will do everything in my power, obviously.
Or you will no longer be working here.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that then.
Pyro, Sodan, I'm so happy you've come here to join me. I bet you two are wondering why you are here.
We live to serve.
So it's not about your failure from last time on the train.
His failure, sir.
Yet you were the one in charge of him. Remember that.
Noted.
Good. We will ignore that last screw-up, and we will focus on a different thing for you two to do. Hopefully, you are capable of it. I'm going to get you two to go get an imperial interceptor from a former moth. I've already contacted a helper there. You should meet him. He knows the local area, but be careful. He is a bounty hunter.
Is he a Pike?
No.
Acceptable.
It would have to be, because I've ordered you to do it.
Of course.
As you command.
Yes, now hurry along and don't screw this one up.
At once. I don't want you to screw this up for us a second time. Get the info on the freelancer bounty hunter.
I've already pulled up his information, figuring you would most likely want a more detailed loadout.
Yes, I didn't want a datapad to wrinkle the line of my uniform for this meeting, so read it to me, please.
Their name is Eros Lavender. He is a Twi'lek who actually just excelled, brand new to the Bounty Hunter Guild. Says he got 6 bounties during the Bounty Hunter Guild Gauntlet.
I suppose that's impressive for someone we've never heard of.
Only other listed information, he prefers Tauntaun Tenderloin with a splash of Uda Gouda Rhodian rum.
I'm sorry, have you pulled up the official briefing, or is that a dating profile?
That's all we could find.
That's all you could find? We have a network. Red Comet is everywhere.
And it's like this Twi'lek just appeared out of nowhere.
Well, most people don't pay attention to Twi'leks unless they're not wearing anything, so...
We are en route to the Ryopi system and will arrive at Hangnail Station in 3 hours.
3 hours puts us well in our estimate to meet the guide.
Now that we figured out where he is...
Fun fact, the Ryopi system is the only planet where sand falls from the sky like rain.
What a horrible world. And did you order a cab with fun facts?
I thought it would lighten the mood.
It did the opposite.
Ledger note, this is not going well for my future promotion.
Please offer your most lukewarm welcome to the guests of the Pykes Syndicate.
Hi, I guess.
Thank you for that introduction, I suppose. You can call me Pyro if you wish. This is Sodan, my associate. You must be Moth. Berend, tell me, how do you stand this planet? The sand falling from the sky just reminds me of my dead wife.
Well, to each their own, I guess. But I don't know how sand reminds you of your dead wife.
Took her to the beach once, and she said she was going to go get some sunblock and didn't make it back in the shield before the planet drifted away. I didn't try particularly hard to save her, but it still pains me to think of. So let's make this brief.
Yes.
That is a tragic backstory.
Who is the clown?
Where?
That is my...
Oh, your wife. I see.
No.
No,
I don't need to know the specifics.
but don't assume, please.
Very fair.
As you said, you were interested in some interceptors, as your colleague has told me.
Yes, Mav, this is the clients I was talking to you about earlier, and they are here to buy at least one.
I will show you the actual interceptors, not these display items right here.
Because
They're
they
over-
look terrible.
display items.
Why do you put the most terrible looking ones on display?
I don't have the equipment to move thousands and thousands of pounds of equipment.
I see. Quaint little operation then, to keep off the radar of the Republic.
Well, not many look at a planet that falls of sand.
They certainly try not to, I imagine. Mr. Lavender, did you discuss in beforehand price, or did you get a chance to survey the craft yourself?
We were about to leave to go survey the craft. If you're welcome to having all three of us, we would be very much obliged.
Yes, of course. It would be rude to have one of you behind when you're all potential buyers. So if you would follow me, I will show you to the interceptor that I am selling at this moment.
So, Dan, I need you to prepare my checkbook.
Of course. I will go make sure the funds are allocated properly.
Bibble, if you can follow him and make sure that he knows his way back.
Lieutenant Bibble on the gate!
That
Oh.
won't be necessary.
It's hard to navigate anywhere.
You married one of your subordinates.
I did not. You again are on an assumption, which you please should stop doing.
Clear relationship here.
No.
Deeply seated through the decades, and it's disgusting.
I think you need therapy.
I think so too.
The fact that I see the reflection of my dead wife everywhere I go, and blame myself at night, that is none of your business, even though I told it to you.
And I will forget it as soon as you buy this interceptor over here.
Let us do that.
Yes.
And so, like, if you look at the display ones, they're not that different from the ones you're about to buy. And I'm pretty sure those Ewoks with their stubby little fingers didn't do such a great job. But you said you're on your way to get your checkbook. That's my guess. I mean, like, nobody has a maker's mark on there. I don't see any registration. So anyway, we found we have these. They're leftover supply from after that whole war at the moon of Endor and all that.
That's all fascinating. Ituta, commence Operation Takeover.
Commencing operation at once, Master.
Does that include your checkbook?
It does. Oh, and Ituta, skip the 3 display models up there. They are not the target priority.
I know you're taking them, but at the same time, the other ones are much better.
You are not authorized to be back here.
I apologize for the inconvenience. May I invite you to look deeply into my photoreceptors? I am authorized to be in here.
You are authorized to be in here.
You will assist me in taking over the station.
I will assist you in taking over the station.
You will rethink your life.
My bosses do suck.
As you can see, it's actually quite well built and everything. Even though it has been 30 years, they have been kept up to date.
Yes, are you the one maintaining them?
Me and a few other benefactors, I partially know how to build these things because I do still have some plans. Unfortunately, half of them got eradicated when Endor exploded.
These things happen. It's a beautiful open floor plan in here. I'm really liking the hollow table right in the center of the room, you know. It really brings everything together.
Oh, yes.
Navigation's nearby, you know. I think this is a pretty good ship. How do you feel? You're the client.
They seem very capable. I did have the same hollow table in the apartment I shared with my wife before her death, so that's causing me some regrets right now. But continue. It's not going to affect the sale, I promise.
Yes, well, Bibble has, unfortunately, some of the statistics of the whole thing. I'll call him right now. Bibble! She's not. Bibble! She's not on intercom. Let me quickly go get her. I know this plan from the back of my hand. Give me a second.
Did you want me to? Am I?
You can do what you want with him. Just make sure he doesn't get in our way.
Understood. Got it. Got it.
Come in, Sodan.
Ah, Pyro. Things are proceeding according to schedule.
Has the check cleared?
Yes, Ituta has already secured one of the vessels.
You've neutralized the lieutenant?
I did not ask what Ituta did, but yes.
You left it to the droid. See, this is why we lost the train. You need to be more hands-on, not just sit on your ass the entire time.
I was busy programming the ship for autopilot since there are not enough of us to pilot all three.
I brought 3 of us, but very efficient and clever of you. But don't think you're too clever.
No.
Call me back when you have one of them painted in our colors. I don't want us arrested by the Republic for driving some remnant imperial nonsense they still have on the books in the Senate.
Painted?
Make it quick. I don't know if the Moff is still alive or indisposed.
I believe we could rig up their facilities to such a scale.
Less words, more painting.
Sodan out!
More words wasted.
Hey, so I found an airlock. Bare End is headed toward the planet.
Oh, at speed, I see.
Yep.
Well, literally no one will miss an old, dusty Imperial Moff.
Yeah, it is really dusty on this planet.
However, just in case they do, we do need you to remain here to give our cover story for when the authorities arrive. Make sure things go smoothly and we aren't followed back to Drevis.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think that's what I'm here to get paid for.
Of course, and your payment, I'm sure, will be forthcoming as the Veiled Wrill deems appropriate.
All right. Well, I'll be out there in case anybody comes and tries to see why the ships are taking off. I'll let them know that they're meant to be.
Ow! That shock from that robot sure jumped my pacemaker.
Bibble, you're alive. I mean, of course you're alive. Hello.
What? Captain Lavender, you're here, but where did the ships go?
Oh, they're just taking them for a test drive. Bare End is up there with them, showing them how to control them.
Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I don't think I got his check. One of them, Pykes, said that he was gonna go get his checkbook.
Oh, yeah. He brought it straight to Bare End. How do you feel about going and getting drunk?
I mean, that sounds great!
They have some of that Uta Guta rum on the station here. I think we should go get some.
Yeah, nobody ever checks if I'm drinking on the job, so whatever.
Perfect. And you were talking about vacuums earlier. What would you do if there was a new one in your life? Maybe you could, advance your career some.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know what's above lieutenant, but I could be that.
Whatever it is, I trust you can find out.
Fighter has been properly stowed, and we are preparing the hyperdrive engines to return to Dremis.
Excellent, Rafa.
I would say that mission is a resounding success. We got all 3 vehicles that we were tasked to. No witnesses survived that I'm aware of.
And we didn't drop a single credit on the operation.
What about that Lavender fellow?
I'm sure he was paid a pittance by the Veiled Wrill. He's Twi'lek trash. We won't be seeing him again. Especially after the Republic scoops him up for stealing these vessels. Which you did an adequate job of disguising.
Thank you.
Veiled Wrill. We are here to report the status of the latest mission. We've successfully stolen 3 interceptor class ships and brought them back to Dramus.
And all the witnesses are gone?
Except for the Twi'lek you hire to take the fall, should the Republic look into it. Which, given the remoteness of the station, is unlikely.
Yes. And I saw when you were entering the planet, you already had time to paint one of them?
So that none would follow us or suspect.
Very good. As long as nobody witnessed everything and you have all the ships, then we are fine. You've done adequate. You may go.
Thank you, sir.